Yes.
I think it's okay. So, hello again. I'm Bénédicte Buchet from French mapping agency and EuroSDR. And this presentation is more an invitation for you to review or to join some plans we are making at EuroSDR. So first, a few words about EuroSDR. It's an association gathering mapping agencies, universities, industries in Europe for applied research. And on this slide, I just saw the diversity of discipline and domains for a mapping agency. You have a geodetic survey, data collection, so raw imagery. You have also the representation, the data portal on the web, and so on. And EuroSDR is organized after commissions to cover all these disciplines. And in particular, we study what we call spatial data infrastructure. And so it's also much connected to GeoWeb. The idea is to distribute and reuse geographical data on information infrastructure. And an important objective we have is to strengthen the collaboration with the linked data community. So somehow, um, the cartographers, the mapping agencies, and the linked data specialists have the same goal, that is to ground decision and knowledge production on data. And so one could think that the collaboration is quite natural. But we have experience for, I don't know, it's maybe 4 years, we are doing some workshop and so on, but actually it's not so easy. And we have analyzed that what is difficult, it's a question of miscommunication and of different priorities. So when you do not have the same core hypothesis, it's very difficult to discuss. So what we did is, and we published this in a paper, we analyzed what are the key core hypotheses that are different in both community. We say NMA and web, but it's okay. And that will lead to conflict. So I won't go into detail because I don't think we have enough time, and maybe so for NMA, we want really to secure the supply of geo information on the long term, and also to avoid that wrong decision will be made because of people and ill use of the data. For the web, it seems like the priority is more to secure the reuse on the long term and to leverage silos. Then we also identified a difference in terms of closed world and open world assumption. I will get back to this just afterwards. And then also there is an ambiguity on what we call context. In NMA, when we call context, is really the real world context. And in the web, when people speak about context, very usually it's about links between information on the web. So it's more about the web context. What we would like to do is to stop seeing these as conflicts and to reach complementarity. Here I have some illustration to try and explain what we call closed word assumption. The idea of a closed word assumption is that, for instance, if you have some maps, if you have some data, you have product specification associated to it, which is somehow a contract between the data provider and you that tells what has been depicted and how has it been depicted on the dataset or on the map. So in Peter Mooney presentation, he talked about this notion of wool. So this is the wool actually. And quality is managed by documenting this contract and the gap between the contract and the actual data sets. And it's very important, for instance, because when you do not have, for instance, if you do not have some road on the map, it doesn't mean somebody forgot to put it there. It's because there is no map in the reality if it is in the specification. So it's a very useful tool, and it's not compatible so far with open world assumption. So what we wanted to do is to go from the conflicts to a true collaboration, and to do this, we think we need a common prototype between all that could engage all your European countries and participants. And we thought this prototype could be a knowledge graph. And the idea is also that this prototype, we don't want to have some nice to have solution, but we really want to address a must have solution, so to meet an unsolved issue. And also we want that this knowledge graph is show the benefits from the complementary perspectives. So, and I'm almost finished, but now it's the presentation of this initiative itself. What we did is that we thought of real world use case for a knowledge graph about geographical data in Europe. This use case, they come from our experience, our network. So one use case, this was from a project I had with a meteorological institute. They design some software on France to describe urban climate very at a very fine grain. And when they want to do the same on other cities in Europe, which was really necessary for them for their work, it was very difficult for them to discover all the corresponding data set they have to use if they, for instance, do the same in Helsinki, or if they do the same in Barcelona or in other cities. So and since they were scientists, they do not have so many time to invest to look at the different organizations in the countries, and to read that website sometimes in foreign language and so on. So this was one use case. It's also the case for a small and or medium enterprise. And we have also listed other use case. And one of them, the last one on this slide, is an operator who the third one. It's a domain expert who want to contribute to defining a European regulation. What we realize is that sometimes people who write down the regulation, they have not enough data literacy, so they do not know if the thresholds they propose can really be monitored in reality based on available data. So these are real use cases for which we know we have representative users. And our idea is to create a knowledge graph of geodigital datasets geodigital assets in Europe that could be used to meet this use case, to solve this use case. So, and this is the procedure to collaboratively create this knowledge graph. We want to be able to involve in the creation every authority.
Benedicte, sorry to interrupt you, but there is something wrong with your microphone. You a lot of noise in it.
Okay.
Yeah, much better now.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. So the idea is that we want, it's a bit like on Wikipedia. On Wikipedia, everybody can write. If it doesn't need to be a link data expert, for instance. So this is something we would like to achieve also, is really that every authority can publish a node, create a node corresponding to its digital assets. Then what is very original, and we haven't seen so far, is to create links between similar digital assets. So to give a possibility, if you know what you need for data in France or in Netherlands, to say what similar data exists in Germany, for instance. And then you can imagine that you can enrich the node with the properties that are attached to the data sets, and in particular, the closed world assumption when they exist, and create more links and so on and so forth. So if you are a user that have some use case that could benefit from such a knowledge graph, if you are an authority who would like to publish some data, or also an expert in linked data, please consider contributing to this initiative, and we welcome your comments and criticism. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Benedicte. I see there is one question from Frans in the chat. Maybe because of time reasons, you can answer, Frans, in the chat. Because it's 1 minute before 2, and we also have to move into the next session.